Oh, look at us. We were so young back then.
Oh, I know.
Young, so young and naive.
It was
It's
so
not even
long
a year
ago.
ago.
I know. It was like this spring.
Yeah, it was like May.
But it seems like forever ago.
I know. It
Like
does
it's
seem like a different
I
time for some reason.
it does. Like I feel like you and I feel like we've been friends for like 4 or 5 years. That's how
It
long
does.
it feels like it's been.
I agree. Yeah,
Hmm.
which is a good sign, by the way.
Is
That-
it?
yeah,
That's
it
good.
means good things to come. Um,
Good.
hey everyone, welcome back
Hi.
to Take 28. It's December the 9th, and like we always do, we're always going to provide these as an opportunity for people to check in
Hmm.
and let us know how you're doing. Show us, you know, I don't know, expose yourself. With
Don't
your
expose yourself.
oh no, that's different channel. Sorry. Um,
Nathan's other
just kidding.
channel, his naughty
I
channel.
I yeah, because that totally
Naughtiness with
exists.
Nathan.
naughty, naughty with anything. Yes, and this year I've been especially naughty. Do you like this layout, like this? Whoa, or like this?
I don't know. I like the bigger one better. Not because I
Like
like to see
this?
my face like that, but it's just like it fills the screen, so it
It fills the screen.
makes me
It
feel better. I don't know why. It just
fills
feels.
me. Yes.
uh,
Yeah. How you doing, Danielle?
I'm doing good.
No.
How are you?
I ooh, all over the place, but I think I've had a better week. Even though last week was it was all over. Last week was in the gym. I think I went 3 times,
Mm.
which is
That
really
happens.
strange for me.
That happens. So
Uh,
yeah.
um, as far as eating goes, oh yeah, I weighed myself. I shouldn't have done that. Um, because I think I'm up like a pound or something. But um, no, like by and large, I know things are actually on the improve because my numbers, as far as like what I'm doing at the gym, my what am I trying to say? Like my heart rate actually is much better. I've noticed. Uh, I know I'm just using fitness and gym things, but like that side's okay. Uh, Still struggling with like trying to avoid all the pit mines that are set
Hmm.
in my house, but um even though that's always a struggle, I think I've managed to stay relatively clear and keep on my protein goals, keep up my uh uh well, what am I trying to say? Like my sleep is actually that's not true. It's all over the place. Like no, it's like I had a great sleep last night. Hey, really good. Night before, I think I had 3 hours.
Mm.
Night before that, I think I had 7. And then the night before that, I think I had 4.
Mm.
So
Up and down. It's like
that's like it's like
trajectory.
rolling a gun and no, not that
Are
gun. Um,
we allowed to do that?
um uh, what else is like well, I was telling you about this. I've been really struggling with my arm has I've got tendonitis, as I found out, and I've been to the physiotherapist, and like I was just pushing through it. Don't do that, by the way, people. Don't just like,
Don't ever push
oh,
through
it hurts.
injuries.
It's an injury, but just keep going. Yeah, not a good plan. I went to get a massage, and I don't know why that was so hard. I could have easily brought this up in previous massage or previous physio appointments, but I was too like, no, I don't need to be bothered with my ailments. Um, anyway, so I finally brought it up to the massage therapist, and she's like, "Oh, is it here?" Pushed on my arm, and I was like, "Yeah," like I couldn't. And she's like, "Oh, you have tendonitis." And I'm like, "Huh?" Yeah, let me show you. I move my arm around, and I can feel it going pop, 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 pop all over. So
I
she
hate
was like,
that.
"Yeah, that's all scar tissue moving on your tendon." Like
Mm.
here, and she grabs one of those, like, it's not a knife. It's just got a like a not, it's got like an edge on it for scraping, and she scraped along it, and I could feel it going all along my tendon. So yeah, anyway, long story short, I went to the physiotherapist today, and they did that like pneumatic gun thing that's like like it feels like a drill on I don't know if you ever had it. It's very painful, and I
Well,
screamed very loud.
yeah.
But uh in a couple of days, I think it'll probably be a lot better. And I've got a follow-up already scheduled because I was like, yep, I gotta get this one done. Because I like it's one of my favorite exercises to do are arms, right? It always feels great, especially as a guy. Like I think a lot of guys feel the same way as me.
Oh, I'm with
Right.
you though. Yeah, I do like working
Yeah.
arms. Even though I don't
Well,
want or need huge arms. I don't know why. I just like working that muscle group.
and our mutual friend, you know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going
Mhm.
to say his name on
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
From the gym.
Mhm.
Uh,
Wolverine. Yep,
yeah,
I get.
Wolverine. So he was at the gym the other day, and I was like, I need to know how to do better shoulders. Like I was like, I already know what the shoulder exercises are, but I wanted to know, like, I wanted to just
Mhm.
from a guy who has great shoulders, very defined shoulders. I was like, what do you do? And weird stuff, like stuff I didn't think he would tell me
Yeah,
about
there's lots of
shoulders.
weird workouts out there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because the one if you go research like how to get bigger shoulders, um, the one that always comes up is to here I got to go a little bit wider here.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
Yeah. No, you're fine. Go. Yeah, stay
and
there. That's
I can
good.
go
There.
wide.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah,
the one that they
wow.
always say to do is you don't go sideways because that's
Mhm.
dumb. You go kind of at a 45, little
Mhm.
bend in your arms,
Yep.
and it's kind of up like that, right?
Yeah.
And it's right as if
Almost like a
there's
show, like
strings
almost like a
on
shrug.
your.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I've been doing. I've like read that, saw YouTube videos on it. Like it
Mhm.
pops up in your feed all the time. This is how to get boulder shoulders. So I was like, okay, I want to do those things. He doesn't do any of those.
Mind you, though, like he might not need to
That's true. Well,
because
he
of
said he does them
reasons.
occasionally. He'll do them
Mhm.
occasionally. But what he said that I thought was fascinating, and this is a guy who's, he's older than me. He says one of the things that because he used to just do weights, only weights, and
Mhm.
it's just
Mhm.
weights. He's like, I don't do weights anymore. He does just
Yeah.
cables and
Yeah.
stretchy bands.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do weights too, but
Yeah.
majority I do love cables. Yeah.
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 Yeah. He said they're too pinchy. Like you get pinches while you're doing
Mhm.
them. And I was like, yeah,
Mhm.
that's kind of true. I find that I feel more pinches with weights than I do anything else. But with cables and stretchy bands, you're in control, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
you can get shaky. I get super shaky on
Yeah.
stretchy bands, but I never feel pinches, like pain
Mhm.
pinches with cables or stretchy bands. So anyway, I thought, okay, cool. And then he's like, the two that I work the most are he's like, look, think of your deltoid as like 7 different heads, not
Mhm.
just front, middle, and
Yeah.
rear. Think of it as lots of different things. So he showed me like 5 that I've never seen before in my life, not on any YouTube video, not on any, place, but there are 5 separate shoulder exercises. And I'm telling you, Danielle, after I did them, I was in pain the next day.
Mhm. Oh, I
Yeah.
bet. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And they seem stupid. Like some of them feel very like, I feel like I'm like, what am I doing? In fact,
Yeah.
I second guessed myself and stopped doing them. He saw me in the gym and he's like, "Here, let me show you how to do it." He comes
Good.
over, he
Yes.
like
Yes.
corrects me, and he shows me, "Yeah, you got to place your feet here." Da, da, da. Anyway, so long story short, well, it's already long. Um, the the shoulder exercises that he gave me, I've now like let go of some of the other ones that I was doing, and I've replaced them with these ones because they're just like I can still feel it from Friday when I did them. Like
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
still sore. And I have to do them Thursday coming up.
2 days. Yeah.
Anyway.
I love that. Mainly because I've told you to do this. I've told you to, bug the guys around your age.
Hmm.
Because they've been doing it for a long time. They are also men. Like, I mean, I can teach you only so far because I am not like a bodybuilder. I'm not a big, strong guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I can build you
Yeah.
muscle. I can get you there, but I can't get you past that point to
Yes.
where, especially where Wolverine is. You know what I mean? Like he is light years away, and he's on another level. But I love the gym community for this.
Hmm.
Because when you're new, I mean, I remember, and I mean, mind you, I was young when I started, right? Like I was in my early 20s, and I never felt really comfortable, and especially as a female. And once I got to the gym that I'm at now, that I've been going to for the last 10 years, I stuck to mainly just cardio, like the girl thing, right? Like I'm just like, I just want to be skinny.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't want
I
to bulk
start,
out. I don't want to
yeah,
bulk out.
I just want to tone. That's all I want. So I'm such an actress. But yeah, I loved, I thought that that was what it was. And I got like, if I've showed you, I got really,
Yep.
really skinny, like
Yep.
got skinny.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we got skinny.
Hmm.
And for me, for my height and everything, my skinniest was 130 pounds, which, for me, I still think back to it and I'm like, damn, I wish I was 130 pounds again. But I just see the benefit of having more muscle and more, as a woman, I mean, a little more curve to you. It's always a good thing. But besides all that, once I started learning why it's important to, strength train and everything at the gym for
Hmm.
your grip strength, for when you're older, you can stand, you could do, you're stronger as you age. Cause I don't want to be a frail old woman. I want to be able to still, lift weights when I'm in my 80s, 80s, 90s, whatever.
Yeah.
But you go to the gym and you think it's uncomfortable and you think that everyone's just a certain way. And I mean, mind you, yeah, that you're going to find that anywhere, not
Hmm.
even just gyms. You're just going to find terrible people everywhere. But I think that the gym community is like, when you ask somebody, I've never had a bad experience. I've never had anybody be like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, you
Hmm.
go and you talk to the people who are there, the ones that, look like they're in good shape, that know what they're doing, and you just ask them, and they're like, that's a beautiful thing about the gym community. They're happy to help you. They're happy to show you. They love it because, it's just such a, you're teaching someone something so good for them. And yeah, that's why I've wanted you to, like, hey, find some fucking buff people in your gym, like some guys, and just
Hmm.
ask, because
Hmm.
you'll look around and see workouts that you're like, what are they doing? Like, what is that? And they, people, you're constantly learning
Hmm.
something new. Everyone's so creative, and they'll come up with different cool exercises, and some help, some don't. But it's, you learn
Hmm.
more. People are really supportive. So it's really, I love that you actually, that you asked him, and that you're kind of, got your gym bro now, and he's helping you. I like
Yeah.
that.
Follow-up story. I'll have to tell you afterwards.
Mm.
Because I don't want to like make this too not that it's not a political problem. It's more of a, yeah, legality problem. I'll
Mm-hmm.
tell you afterwards. But by and large, I got a lot out of that, and
Yeah.
it's easier for me to look at somebody who is clearly, has got it figured out,
Mm-hmm.
and go, okay, pass me the Kool-Aid. I'm likely to drink that Kool-Aid than somebody who's just like, yeah, I went to school. I'm a physiotherapist, or I'm
Mm-hmm.
a personal trainer because
Mm-hmm.
I got a thing that says I'm a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you ever see
great,
that
but like,
in a lot of gyms where, like, they don't even, you're like, you're really, you're a person? Like, it's just shocking because, like, they don't
yeah,
practice, obviously, any of that.
I need to be able to see that it's practice what they preach. It has to
Mm-hmm.
kind of match
Yes.
the right the
Mm-hmm.
gonna say the curtain has to match the drapes, but no, that's a different thing. Um, sorry,
No, I get it. I get you.
it's a different thing. But no,
Mm.
what I mean though is that the community is very supportive, more than I thought that they would be.
Mm-hmm.
Even after he did that, another person saw that he was explaining something, came and said like, "Oh yeah, and if you really want to work your back," it was showing me something else. Um, I think there's an eagerness within that community to like
Yes.
be helpful,
Yep.
and it's not an eagerness to show. There are people who are definitely wanting to show off more than
Mm-hmm.
they are to
Mm-hmm.
help,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
those people have no business really being, in a gym in the first place.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
natural selection will work its way towards them. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
um I'm more concerned about the ones that legitimately work hard, and of course they like to be respected for that, but they also
Mm-hmm.
like to be helpful, so to help and call other people out. The other thing is, like, the more that I do this, I want people to feel comfortable to call me out if my form sucks on something, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because to me
Mm-hmm.
that's really important to me, is that I I don't want to work doing something for years and then find out the whole time I was doing this thing wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and think like, yeah, how come these muscles never grow? Well, that's because like you're doing this. And I want that kind of a flavor of gym where
Yeah.
people are able to freely critique and give advice, without feeling like you're in trouble. So anyway.
And yeah, and it's never anything to feel bad about. I mean, even just today when I was working out,
mm,
um, I was, I don't know, I was on the leg press and I was like, there's so much weight on here, but it doesn't feel as hard as it probably should feel. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like you're always teachable no matter how long you've been doing it.
yeah.
You're always like, always, you know what I mean? And you know, always be able to kind of correct yourself or be open to somebody coming up and correcting you, because it's not always, like you got to pick and choose it, because a lot of people are not as receptive as like you and I would be, for example.
Yeah.
Because I see people, and it's not that I'm sitting there judging them. I mean, there's a little bit of judgment, but
Let's
well,
be
so for
honest.
some, yeah.
Judgy
Um,
McJudgerson over there.
yeah, I know. Well, sometimes it's like some people, it's like you'd think they'd know better, but they're just, the body momentum thing bugs me, because you should that's just kind of, especially how long some people I see have been going to the gym, and they're not even working the muscle, they're just using their whole body momentum to try and do like one thing, like a lat pull down, and they're like, yeah, and they're doing way too much weight, but their whole body, and it's stuff like that or there's some older men that I always see, and it's like, what are you doing? And you just see that the form is so wrong, mainly because it's like, you're going to hurt yourself. You know what I mean? It's like,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't, and you want to go up, but there's just, especially for me, like, I mean, nobody wants me coming up to them and being like, hey, you're probably doing this wrong. I
Mhm.
have done that before, and I did it to a couple of guys, and I think they were a little bit younger than me, but I was just helping correct their form on like shoulders. And one guy was super receptive, and the other guy was
Mm.
just pissed off that I even said anything. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm like, I'm a trainer. I'm not trying to be an a-hole. I'm like, I just,
Mhm.
don't want. You want optimal form, and to be able to build what you're looking to build. And if you do it this way, you're probably going to hurt yourself, or it's not going to be as effective. And the one guy,
Oh
and
yeah.
he even came up to me later, and he's like, how about this one? Is this right? I'm like, oh yeah, you're good. It was just that one that but the other guy was just
Mhm.
not happy, because some guys don't want a girl coming up to them and being like, hey. So,
Yeah, right.
which
If
is fine.
your poor fragile ego can't take it, then
Yeah,
yeah, well,
exactly. So, which is
that's
fine, but
something
yeah.
else that needs to be exercised.
Yeah, ego, gotta let that go. Ego's a
Oh yeah.
killer.
Um okay, well, I think we're going into the holidays. We got 2 weeks before the real holidays kick in. We got next week will be the December the what is it? 7 days from now, the
The
14th or
12th
15th.
or something? I don't know. Hang on, let me look here. It's got to
Um
be a calendar here somewhere. Next week will be the
yeah,
16th. Oh, dang. It's the
16th.
9th already.
Yeah.
Where'd the time go?
So there's still 2 weeks before the because here's what I think is be good to kind of preemptively start thinking about, right? This is always a downfall for me, is there's just a plethora of sweets and the kinds of things that could really throw off your game. Big ones are, I would say, candies and sweets, and especially like delicious breads and cinnamon rolls and blah 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 blah. Right? I could start talking, but then we're going to start drooling and wanting to go and buy them. So I'm not going to say them out loud, but I think it's important to have a bit of a strategy around this, because it's so easy to justify, right? It's so easy to just be like, but it's the holidays, and Aunt Bertha will be offended if I
Aunt
don't,
Bertha.
right?
But that's, and I think I mentioned this last time. You can still, like, don't not have things. Have things. Just try to do it in moderation is all. Like, try and
Sure.
work it into your calorie deficit for the day, and just be smart
Hmm.
about it is all. You don't have to starve yourself from it, because that's how you lose. If you starve yourself, that's why diets don't work, because people will starve themselves and not let themselves have anything, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm
Hmm.
doing so good." And then they'll, get that hankering for, like, "Oh, I'm really craving this," and then they'll eat it, and then they overindulge because they haven't had it. And it's like
Yeah.
sugar. People have to understand that food and sugar, it's an addiction. Like,
Yeah.
it just, bluntly, it is an addiction. Sugar is
Yeah.
highly addictive. And so it's just trying to practice control of that. And
Yeah.
that's why I like fasting, because then your sugar cravings definitely go down after you
Hmm.
fast. I found anyway. And I
Yeah.
got me a sweet tooth. Like, Nathan and I are fat pigs. Like, we're foodies. We're terrible together, because we will.
Yeah, we don't really have an off switch when it comes
We
to like,
don't.
no, 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 I'm vetoing that. Like, it's like,
Nope.
oh, you want cinnamon rolls too?
We'll feed off of that energy. We're terrible for
Yeah.
this.
And then we're like, oh,
Yeah, I
how
think the
did
one
we?
day we went for, like, cinnamon rolls and stuff, and then we went for ice cream. Like, yeah, that was the
but
summer.
but here's how I know that this is not great to do it this way, but what I've had to really force myself to do is, in those situations when it feels kind of like, look, there's no way out of this other than just to have something.
Yeah.
Um, what I often will do is I'll go, okay, where am I up to approximately? Because I don't keep a very strict adherence to tracking everything, but I have been writing down the calorie amounts of what my regular foods are. So like there's stuff that I eat all the time that I
Mm-hmm.
just know that it's this
Yeah.
many calories.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
that's done for me is it goes, okay, well then my approximate amount where I'm at right now is like I'm at 1,000, and she wants me to eat this huge dinner, this Christmas dinner. So I start to look at the things, go, okay, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. All right. If I have this big Christmas dinner and then I eat nothing afterwards, I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Then I'm gonna have the Christmas dinner. I'm
Of
gonna,
course.
and not be like, oh, I'll just have a few tiny little things. No, I'll have like, a normal portion. But then
Mm-hmm.
I look at the bigger picture of it and go, but if I cut it off at 5 and then I don't eat until 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning the next day, well, that's a nice amount of time for that to go as a fasted time. I'll be sitting pretty good, by
Mm-hmm.
11 o'clock tomorrow, if that's when I start to eat. So I start to like look at the bigger picture a lot more. I think that's a really
Mm-hmm.
good tip for the holidays, is because what I would always do is I would just go,
Endless
well,
eating.
wheels fell off the bus. And then it's like, oh, it's 10 o'clock at night and everyone wants to eat ice cream. Sure. Like, just kind of let go of all inhibition.
But
And yeah,
that's still okay to do sometimes. You can still do that, especially around the
sure.
holidays. Like, you can
Yeah.
kind of,
It's
it's
not good to
not a
do day after
all
day
the
after
time.
day
Yeah,
for like 2 weeks straight.
exactly.
But
Exactly. If
that's what I
you,
mean when I say wheels off the bus. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not
yeah,
talking about like a one
enjoy.
night of like, yeah, I'm talking about like, yeah, I've given up on the holiday, because that's actually where it ends up going often.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
I let it, I'll just think like, well, I screwed up yesterday, gonna screw up again today, and I'm
Yeah,
probably
just
gonna
don't
screw up again tomorrow.
don't give up. Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously try to be smart about it. Like, try and be conscientious about what you're eating and stuff, and don't, like, just let it go wild and
Mm,
rampant. If you do that Christmas Day or something, family is
sure.
around. There's people bake, people bring food. It's festive. It's a
Yeah.
holiday. It's gonna happen. And
Hmm.
like, don't. not enjoy your holiday just because, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like I think
Yeah.
I've told you this, like I know you're not really into the calorie deficit thing. I'm very huge into it. But again, I think and I've told you this is how
I
I
should be
would want
clear.
you to
I am
do
into
it.
calorie deficits. I'm just not into like religiously tracking every
Tracking.
single one.
Well, but
Yeah.
that's where I'm going with it is,
Oh, okay.
like it's more so like, hey, track it for a few weeks and just
Mm. Mm-hmm.
see where, because that's what I
Mm-hmm.
do. Like sometimes
It's a
like I'll just,
calibration effort. Yeah.
yeah, because I try and I'm like, oh, how much protein's in this? How much calories is in this?
Yeah.
And if I'm craving something before I get it, I'm going to look at the calorie intake and what I've eaten that day. And I'll do that for a few weeks so that it kind of gets good practice in. And
Mm.
then,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? And then you're kind of conscious about it. Whereas, like, so I wasn't doing it for the longest time. Like, when I did gain weight, I thought, because I'd be like, I just don't understand. I'm eating within a calorie deficit and I'm doing, I wasn't keeping track.
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't. And then when I did start keeping track, I was like, oh my
Oh
God.
yeah.
Like, I could
Yeah.
not believe how many calories were in a lot of the stuff I was eating because I thought I've been doing this for so long. And so that's why I like to do it every so often. Like, I don't, because it's just too much to track all the time, like 100% of
Oh
the
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And so and then once I, don't do it for a while, I'll start up again to be like, I wonder. Or if I feel like, maybe I didn't do it that well that day. What did I eat? And then I'll track it every so often, not every day, but every so other day. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, that's good to know because yeah, I'm actually under eating or I'm overeating or,
Mm-hmm.
but you can still go out of that, like, once or twice a week and have a little bit more than your calorie deficit. Like you
Mm-hmm.
got to be realistic, and especially like if you're fasting here and fasting there, you just got to be conscientious about what you're eating, how many calories, and the quality of the food you're eating is also very important. And
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
once like for me, what's one of my weaknesses? For example, peanuts. I love a peanut, a good trail, not a trail mix, but like the peanuts and it's like peanut covered raisins and or peanut covered or chocolate covered peanuts and
Yeah.
yogurt
Oh yeah.
covered. It's
Yeah.
that mix. I love that, but there's so many, and peanut butter. Peanut butter is another big one. But there's so many calories in those things. So you really just have to be like, oh, like I can't
Yeah.
overindulge on this and this and this. It's being
Or I look at
aware.
that as you can, but then of course,
Mm.
it's only if you have a plan to go immediately afterwards and you're going to be walking for an hour, right? Meaning indulge,
True.
meaning like a normal amount of peanuts is like a small handful, right? That's a normal
Yeah,
amount.
but I
But
mean,
like
I will get
you
into a
overeat that
trance.
peanut butter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
into a trance and you want, and
Yeah.
especially peanut butter, because peanut butter is like 1 teaspoon is like
Oh yeah.
100 and
Yep.
something calories, which is crazy. So it's
Yep.
stuff like that. But people like, I think that when you're not aware of that, people don't understand how like it can get away from you because you're like, oh, this is fine. And it's like 1 tablespoon. So you think, oh, that's, oh, just 1 tablespoon. But if you eat peanut
Yeah.
butter out of the jar, or if you're eating a whole bunch of peanuts or high fat, high calorie content foods that you think are healthy, but you're eating too much of it, and then it gets away from you. Or if it's something like a tiny chocolate bar, that packs a lot of calories, and then that's empty calories because it's not going to keep you full. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's just, that's why I think it's just so important to track them and just be aware. Cause like I started being so aware that I'm like, I'm craving this. How many calories are in that before I go and get it? Like that's how will do it now because I'm
Yeah.
like, I want to know how many calories I'm about to eat because I would rather know ahead of time and not get it than regret it later. Cause that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, counting calories
Um,
is important.
I'm
Calorie
trying to think
deficit.
of any other strategies that I've used over the holidays. I think, oh, that's what I was going to mention. There's one other thing that often derails a lot of, holiday attempts to try and get, and it's getting sick. And boy, is this one ever a hard one. If I get sick around a time when I'm trying to eat healthy, like it's like I just throw like healthy eating out the window, right? Almost entirely partly because your entire palate just goes wonky. Like
Oh,
you
with
start,
colds.
yeah, you start not craving stuff that actually is really bad for you, and you're like, "Ugh, I would never eat a chocolate bar. It feels so like it makes you throw up." But then you want like, blah, 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 all the bread, you want to eat it, or
Mhm.
whatever, right? You have these strange cravings. So getting through a sickness is a real challenge when you're trying to stay on the trail and be good with everything. But my I guess the best tip that I can give is, and I noticed this already, um since I've been working out and being like, really taking it more seriously, I find I don't get as sick. Like
Yeah, I never get sick. Yeah.
like
Very
I've
rare. Very rare.
I've been it feels like every year, at least twice a year, I get like fully knocked off my chair sick, where I can't do anything, and it takes a couple of days, maybe a week even, to get back to normal, sometimes longer. I haven't had that for a very long time. Now, I have had the symptoms. So just recently I had a sore throat,
Mhm.
had the sore throat, had everything that went with it, but and I had a little bit of weakness one day where like I was like, oof. And I actually
Mhm.
didn't go to the gym on that one day. However, that's one day. And like other people around me were out for 3 or 4 days. Um, to me, that's a win. So
Mhm.
being being kind of already set up where your systems are all in place and they're kind of taking care of your journey, that's actually part of the strategy. You stay in that system and you're not going to have as much of a derailment.
Mhm.
You're not in that system and you're just letting it all go. Well, sickness is going to hit you, and then you're really out, and then you've got
I love
yeah.
that that's kind of a good realization for you because yeah, I mean, I only get like really sick not even like maybe once every couple years, if that.
Hmm.
Like and it's yeah, like it doesn't keep you out for very long. And it's amazing because what makes us sick a lot of time is the processed crap that we're eating, and it keeps us in that receptive area where it's easy to get sick. Whereas when you're eating the right foods and you're eating whole foods and you're exercising and you're taking care of your
Hmm.
body fights it off so much easier, and your body like you know what I mean. And it's so important that you do that. And then yeah, like everyone else will get sick, and then I'll get like one day it's like, whew, am I getting sick? I might be, and
Yep.
you'll start to kind of feel the mild symptoms, and then it just
Hmm.
doesn't manifest into a whole sickness.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
you're good. And that's always happened to me. I always tell people that. So I love that that's actually happening to you.
Hmm.
Because it's yeah, you just the better things you put in your body, the better you take care of your body. We're not supposed to be sick. And another thing,
Yeah.
when you are sick, and I think, gosh, I wish I could remember. I have a terrible memory. So talking about even the stuff that I very well know,
Hmm.
I'm terrible at speaking on it because I have such a terrible memory. But um, when you are sick, your body needs to fast. That's actually what we're supposed to do, and that'll heal
Hmm.
you up so fast. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
because your body is in the healing process. So when we are fasting just normally, like you and I will do our Sunday fast every so often,
Hmm.
um, and that is your body healing itself. So when you get like a flu, you don't
Hmm.
want to eat.
Hmm.
We only eat or take things because it's like we're supposed to. We actually don't need to. You honestly just need to like your body just needs to fast, like just not have anything, and your body has to heal and regenerate and everything. So
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
it is interesting. When I have a cold though, honestly, it's just usually Gatorade and soup. That's all I have.
Hmm.
Gatorade's not as good as it used to be, though. You just need electrolytes, really.
Yeah.
So honestly, you could just drink coconut water, which is what I would do nowadays too. But you want the juiciness of a
Uh-huh.
of a Gatorade. You know what I mean? Because that was like, man, a blue and yellow Gatorade when you're really sick hits the fucking spot. It really
Oh,
does.
when I was a kid, we weren't allowed to drink Coke, but if you got sick, you could. So it was always like some weird, who knows who said that it was a remedy for something, but it was always just like, oh, that tastes good.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a yeah. Um, oh, I had a thought, and it was about something related. Oh, this is tangential, like it's like related, but it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know that like sickness can derail you on the holidays. You know, other people around you, the food that you have to like trying to dodge. But what I've noticed this year more than any year, when I went out and did a big backpacking trip with my son, um, normally I'm like done for a week afterwards after I do
Mm-hmm.
something that big.
Mm.
And it was
Mm-hmm.
epic. It was 75 plus kilometers in 3 days of
Yep.
hiking with a huge backpack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, like my legs are butter. I can't go up and down the stairs for a couple days. I just like lay in bed. Sometimes I'll like just consume a bunch of calories because I've been in a huge calorie deficit for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
No, I came back, went to the gym the next day, wasn't sore at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, I was hungrier. I know I did like put on a bit of weight after the trip, but I noticed that I didn't have the same um
Cravings.
like yeah, well, just going back like a time period of healing after a big trip,
Mm-hmm.
which that's a big change. I
Yep.
had more problems when I was younger, and here I am, I'm 50 now, and I did this trip and I didn't have any of those big problems. I should have. Most 50-year-olds will, but I didn't. And that to me was a big that was a real check mark of like, oh yeah, yeah, this is I'm on the right side of this equation now. I'm not on the wrong side of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
My systems are taking up that slack now, and are able to compensate, like, right, the whatever happened with my body, it just went like, okay, yeah, you were already on this path already where your muscles were, constantly being, you know energized or pulled apart or whatever and rebuilt, so we're good. Like it just like was like, yeah, yeah, we're fine. Like there was no issue. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying that mostly because it's like my body has learned to be more resilient physically,
Mm-hmm.
to bounce back faster,
Yep.
both with illness and with like physical trauma, physical stress, right? That's a massive benefit, and it's like none of that like takes me out of the picture anymore. It used to just take me right out, and it doesn't anymore.
Good. I
No.
love that. I love that. I love hearing when you mention these things because I love hearing how your life is improving.
Hmm.
How your life is improving. Um how
Right
your
on
life is
cue.
he just wants dinner. Um yeah, how your life is improving since you've been on this journey with like
Mm.
that, since I've been in your life anyway. Um
Hmm.
I love hearing how much better things are for you, like your recovery, you're not getting sick, you're able to do things a lot better than you used to. And,
Yes.
I love hearing that.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it makes me
Um,
happy.
Now I'm just going back over previous streams, and just looking at, because we've been doing these streams now every week for since November the 11th.
Hmm.
We've done a weekly stream ever since,
For 1 month.
and not to like put a little damper on it, but we're not getting a ton of views on these streams. But
Too low.
some people are watching. Some people are watching, and what I've noticed is there are no comments. All right,
Hmm.
that's fine. But we really want to like encourage people to leave a comment. Now, the comment doesn't need to be something like, here's my weight, here's my plan, here's where I'm at right now. It could be something real simple. It could just be like, really look forward to, or I like hearing you guys, I can't wait to hear your stories in the next week. It could be something simple like that, where you don't need to be part of that picture. Like, that's easy.
Hmm.
But it
Hmm.
could also be like something a little bit extra, like, hey, I'm reaching out, I need some help, I really want to, someone to like follow up on my stuff, blah blah blah
Hmm.
blah. It could be that. The accountability side of this is so important to me, and to Danielle, and it's really become this like thing where I know every week I'm checking in here. And so I kind of, I have to be honest, but I also have to be accountable to other people, knowing that other people are listening and watching. So what I'm getting at here is like, this can be that for you too. dear listener. You can actually use this as a way to, you know, create a system in your life that is an arm of it that you're going, yeah, I got to report to Danielle and Nathan. I got to let them know how things are going. And it doesn't have to be like, you know, sunshine and lollipops. It can be the truth. Obviously, that's better. Your cat's really giving you the gears. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
that's gonna be me next week, by the way. That's gonna be puppy, and I gotta go poo. I gotta leave. Yeah, getting a puppy comes in 2 days.
What's your punishment? That's what you get. And this kisses.
He's like, that's not punishment.
Oh, it's punishment. Trust me.
No.
For him, it's punishment. Yeah, that's how you punish cats. Is they're like affection. Can only be on their terms, really.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah,
animals.
So it'll be my turn next week. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of like make that clear to people that watch that you know, maybe they go back and watch this afterwards. A few people do. So if that is,
well, we're still finding our bearings here.
Sure.
You know, I mean, I'm awkward as heck, so you know, we're gonna find a better way to either market our, you know, our channel here, and maybe like, I mean, I need to learn how to talk about stuff better because I have social anxiety. As soon as the camera's on me, I don't even remember my own name. So it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's terrible. So I need to, you know, like, I know that I need to improve and make this a little bit better. But yeah, we definitely want people to join us because we're two very real and relatable people. And I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years. Nathan is learning so much within a short span of not even a full year. And here's the other one now. So, you know, sorry. So yeah.
Oh, this is also a marketing campaign for cats and
for cats.
if you're trying to choose whether you should have a cat or not. It's just,
it's wonderful, but it'll drive you nuts. Look at these teepees. Look at these teeps.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, he's
What
got big
giant teeth you have.
He does. He's a bit. He's kind of. He's not all here. You know this, Nathan.
Oh yeah.
This one is the lights are on, but nobody's home. Not a thought behind those eyes.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that's the video that'll play at the end of this. You'll see what we mean.
My babies. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to wrap stuff up. Just to. I know people's time is precious and so is ours, but yeah, we'll keep doing this, you know, until I see that nobody is watching it for a long time. Then I'll be like, okay, I'm done.
We give up. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, yeah, I've said enough. And anything else you want to add, Danielle?
I'm good. We can't wait until this blows up and we can be helpful to many, many more people.
Yes.
As long as you're okay with just having animal interruptions every 5 seconds.
Yes. Animal interruptions coming. Cuteness guaranteed next week, by the way.
Yes. Cuteness overload. Nathan's getting a new puppy dog. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll introduce her next week. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. And check out Danielle's cats.
Yeah.
Oops. Cancel. I'm not leaving the studio. I'm staying in. I'm ending this.